is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore. We used to have victories, but we don't have them. When was the anybody saw us beating, let's say, China in a trade deal? They kill us. I beat China all the time. All the time. All the time.
这是最好的时代，也是最坏的时代。科技进步日新月异，另一方面，地区冲突频繁发生，贫困、失业、收入差距拉大，世界面临的不确定性上升。这个世界到底怎么了？
Society is a group of individuals involved in persistent social interaction or a large social group sharing the same spatial or social territory, typically subject to the same political authority and dominant cultural expectations. Each of independent countries' government have a mission to serve the people, the society, the community. Society should be considered whenever policymakers are making out policies which will be implemented by the country. Politics play a large role in shaping society. Society and policies cannot be separated.
Policy is a form of action which involves selection of objectives and strategies in achieving those objectives and implementation. There must be an actual approach, efforts and resources in order to pursue those selected objectives. But how and when the policy can be foreign? Foreign policy is occurred when the state is dealing with problems arising in the state borders. The differences between the domestic policy and foreign policy is the domestic policy are administrative decisions that are directly related to all issues and activity within the nation border. Meanwhile, the foreign policy is the ways of government dealings its interests beyond the nation borders, which involves with other countries.
Foreign policy is a general objective that guides the activities and relationship of one state in its interaction with other states. It also called foreign relations or foreign affairs policy. It also can be regarded as the strategy or approach chosen by the national government to achieve its goal on its relation with external entities and to achieve its national interests. This includes with decision to do nothing.
America or United States, or also known as United States of America, is an independent and highly developed country, has reached about 29.4% of total wealth in the world. It is the largest share global wealth concentrated in a single country. This cannot deny anymore why United States hold the world's largest economic country. Recently, the foreign policy implemented by United States was when the second largest tech company in the world, Huawei, was blacklisted by United States government for national security reasons. Huawei is the number 2 smartphone player, shipping more units than Apple and is right behind Samsung. Huawei was added to the Commerce Department of Entity State on May 16, 2019, where the company was restricted from doing business with any United States company without explicit government approval. At first, Huawei problems were more about security issues more than economics, given how much Chinese spying happened in the United States, but many people in the intelligence community were nervous about the Chinese company operating American cell towers. The latest move went further, putting Huawei's entire cell phones businesses in jeopardy. Even its chief executive officer, Ren Zhengfei, admitted that it is hard to build a phone without United States microchips. This brings world back to the 1980s and 1990s, where the leaders of these two countries were outsourcing, a win-win situation back then. Through the process of outsourcing, American consumers obtained cheaper goods while the Chinese worker was lifted out of poverty and were exposed to the democratic ideals. According to the New York Times 2019, Merkel had already restricted dealings with Huawei after President Trump ordered on the ban. In fact, in May 2019, President Trump announced to plan a raise on import taxes as high as 25% on smartphones and laptops from China. One of the damaging counterattack from China was zero U.S. soybeans import in November for the first time since the trade war started. This had cost United States farmers billions of dollars. As a result, President Trump signed a bill in August banning government use of Huawei and ZTE devices. United States government saw Huawei as an effective arm of Chinese government and that it can steal information from United States officials by hacking its devices. Experts expect that Huawei will survive the ban, including the United States blacklisting, but not without suffering damage. At the same time, analysts said that the US companies will also be hurt by the bans because around 1,200 companies in the United States are Huawei suppliers. Huawei's ban in the United States will not bring any positive impacts on both countries. Nevertheless, it will not bring any blessings if the two counterparts and the world's largest economies and second largest economies countries, United States and China, engage in the trade wars.
China. Officially, the People's Republic of China is a country in East Asia. It is the world's most populous country with a population of around 1.428 billion in 2017. China foreign policy. The world has always wondered China's international behavior on the global stage as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. One of the foreign policy implemented by People's Republic of China (PRC) was One Belt One Road (OBOR) initiative, where it led many analysts to conclude that Beijing seeks to establish sphere of influence in Asia. This trend has brought upon the concern that U.S.-China ideology competition may intensify and in the process might increase friction across the board. This concludes that significant change in the Chinese foreign policy in recent years are remarkably similar to those one of major power OBOR or China Belt and Road Initiative BRI, sometimes referred to as New Silk Road, is one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects ever conceived. It was launched by President Xi Jinping in 2013 with the belief of the vast collection of development and investment initiative versus from the East Asia to Europe, significantly expanding China's economic and political influence.
Called 一带一路 in Chinese, the Belt and Road Initiative was first announced by Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013. It's a globe-spanning plan with the purpose of strengthening trade, infrastructure, and investment links between China and an estimated 65 other countries. Together, potentially participating countries account for more than 30% of global GDP, 62% of the world's population, and 75% of known energy reserves. Despite what the name may imply, the road actually refers to a maritime network of shipping lanes running from China through Southeast Asia, Africa, and all the way to Europe. The belt, on the other hand, refers to the overland routes, stretching from Central Asia to Europe.
In fact, this road was extended more than 4,000 miles to Europe. China planned for its New Silk Road was announced by its president during official visit to Kazakhstan and Indonesia in 2013. The plan was two-pronged, where the term belts was referred to the overland roads for road and rail in transportation, the Overland Silk Road Economic Belt, which the term road referred to the sea road, the Maritime Silk Road. Experts see the BRI as one of the main flanks of a border Chinese statecraft under Xi Jinping, alongside the Made in China 2025 Economic Development Strategy. For Xi, the BRI served as a way for China to develop new investment opportunities, cultivate export market, and boost Chinese income and domestic consumption. However, as the foreign policy was opposed by many as instant mass protests against the construction of China factory was held in Kazakhstan. According to 2018 report by the Center for Global Development, which note that 8 BRI countries are vulnerable to debt crisis. Council of Foreign Relations CFR back and road tracker shows overall debt to China has soared since 2013, surpassing to 20% of GDP in some countries.
In conclusion, it can be said either United States or China's foreign policies will be put first their own country's interests.
In a nutshell, it is known that foreign policy is very important as a critical tool to any country to pursue any diplomatic relation with other country. Foreign policy simply cannot be judged by today's headlines that chalk up victories and defeat like so many box score in the sports section. Hence, studying and analyzing from the root is a crucial action to do if desire to have answer in the shoot.
Let us never forget that government is ourselves and not an alien power over us.
The ultimate rules of the country are not the leaders official, but the people of this country, the society.